Welcome back, everyone, to Crypto and More. So today we're gonna look at the Bitcoin chart. I know we had a pretty I don't even think it was a major dump, but there was a dump obviously that happened, this within 24 hours. Um, so a lot of people were really scared, even though it only dropped a little bit. But I wanted to show you, these major or these main price points to look at, and if you should really be scared or not. So at the moment, I don't think people should be very frightened. I think, um, it's still within that range that we were talking about on the other Bitcoin video that I made. That it's gonna be anywhere between the 40,000 and $69,000 range. That I feel it's gonna be um it, playing within that January, February, March time frame. Um, I think there's going to be a lot of sideways movements. Yeah, the price may go down here and there, but as of right now, the way the charts look, there's nothing to be scared of at the moment. Now, that isn't to say that something could happen and cause a significant drop, but at the moment there isn't. And I'm just going to show you in the charts. Looking at the daily, it's the most obvious. I always forget these time frames, but it is on the 500 EMA. And I'll show you, and you can actually see it here, but I'll show you a little bit better after. Right now it's bouncing off of that 500 EMA on the daily chart. Um, Even though we had that dump, obviously there's just a lot of support here. Um, if had the support back in July of 2021, July 20th, July 21st of 2021. After that bounce off of here, then it had a pretty nice rally all the way to the all-time highs. So we're back at it again. We're testing that 500 EMA, where it's right now around that $40,300 range. So right now there's nothing significant to be scared of. Um, to me, this actually looks really good. I feel like I mentioned in the last video, the Bears, are losing strength. Even though there is dumps happening, there isn't the dumps aren't too big. $1,000, $2,000, like it just isn't major. I think a lot of people got really scared because the altcoins ended up dropping like 10, 20%. So the altcoins did have a major pullback compared to Bitcoin, but this $1,000, $2,000 dump, like it's not a big deal. Um, Obviously the RSI is reaching oversold levels. Stochh RSI is definitely oversold. Um, it does look like on the Cypher B we might get a buy signal soon. Um, on the daily, if we look on the weekly chart, it does look a little scary because it doesn't look like there's any like the next indicator here, the moving average would be around the $35,000 range. It does look kind of scary, but just to show you, because a lot of people say, well, it's the weekly closes in 2 days. If it closes below this, then most likely it's gonna fall here, and this is where I kind of have to tell people, not necessarily. Um, so if you look back here on July 19th, the week of July 19th, well, even before, it closed below that this moving average. On the weekly, I think it's the 50, yeah, the 50 EMA. It closed below, but it didn't mean that we dropped all the way down here to the 100. Um, we actually ended up just we ended up going higher from there, and the reason why is because we had that support on the daily. On the daily, we had that 500 EMA. This was that July 19th week, um, where it bounced off of here and ended up going higher. So even if though on the weekly, even if we do end up closing this weekend, down here where we're at right now, it doesn't mean it's gonna go down to the 35,000 or even to the $30,000 level that everyone was talking about. Um, Obviously, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen, but as of right now, due to the price action and due to the support levels that we are having on the daily, no. Now, if we do close a daily below this level, and we're very close, which is the $40,000 level. So if we do close a daily below the $40,000 level, or if we close a week um, below the $40,000 level, which is more serious, then yes, I would probably say the next level of support will be that $35,000 range. As of right now, though, we're okay as long as we stay at or above this EMA or above the $40,000 level, which is also a psychological level. The good news is, like I said, Stoch RSI and RSI are oversold. After that, there's usually, either some sideways action or an upwards action because of it. On the weekly, same thing, oversold on the Stoch RSI. Um, so right now, we have to look at that weekly close. Can we hold that $40,000 level and not go below or above it? Um, th Let me show you, yeah, because on the weekly, on the 2 weeks, this is what people are talking about. Was it on the weekly as well? Yeah. So this would be the next major. If it does close a week below the $40,000 level, then this would be the next major support, which is a $35,400 level on the weekly. And I believe it's the same thing on the 2 weeks and on the monthly, which is $35,000 on the 2 weeks and about $37,000 on the monthly. So between the $35,000 and $37,000 range, that would be the next level of support if we do end up closing below the $40,000 level uh, this week. Um, on the 2 month, and I talked about this on the last video, we were holding above the 8 EMA pretty well, but now we're right below it. Um, we still have a lot. We still have about 2 months, a month and 22 days before this closes because the 2 months just started. As you can see here, there has been wicks, so it can go below as long as it doesn't close below within the 2 months. As long as it doesn't close below the AEMA, we should be okay. Um, Worst case scenario here would be that $30,000, $28,000 level that everyone's talking about as a worst case scenario, which is because of this. Even they're looking at different indicators, but it leads them to the same price, which is that, you know, 28, $30,000 range. So I just wanted to give you guys a perspective and kind of where we're at, so you guys could look at where we're at the price. Um, as of right now, though, $40,000 range. As long as we stay above that daily 500-day EMA. Um, right now, at the moment, so you can see it's precisely 40,252. We have to stay above that, you know. Um, but we'll wait and see. Obviously, no one knows the future. We can only kind of predict what may happen depending on what the indicators show us, the price action of Bitcoin. But no one really knows exactly what's gonna happen. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.